Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom, the nation's largest discount appliance dealer. Visit our website for deals and store locations near you.
Hello, America. This is Keith, your friendly neighborhood technician, coming at you with some more wonderful information. Today, we're going to talk about my fridge door gaskets are icky, broken, leaking, any sort of thing, which you know what I'm talking about. Anybody who's walked through a grocery store and looked at the refrigeration section and you see that big white buildup, that's because you got a gasket leak. You got a bad gasket, okay? If you open your freezer and you see a lot of fuzz like that, that means you got a bad gasket. Or if you look at it, you can see cracks, and you can actually, because this is actually a magnet. It goes all the way around here, okay? And it basically sticks to this to make a good seal. This starts cracking, your magnet starts cracking, you want to change them. They're actually pretty real easy, okay? Now, one thing I want you to do before you start is I want you to do this. Pull it up and look for something, okay? If you pull the side up and you see screws in there, I wouldn't recommend you do that. But most fridges in the last 8-10 years have gotten away from that. They're all pretty much just push and pull gaskets. What I mean by that is I'm going to pull my gasket off just like that. It comes off. You just take it off, undo it, okay? And voila, my gasket is off. Now, when you get this gasket, it's going to be in something that looks like this is when you get it, okay? They're not going to send you a box that looks like this, and if they do, we all know delivery people are really, really good about not messing up boxes and not damaging boxes, so it might have a bend to it. What you want to do is take it outside, put it in the sun, and let it sit in the sun for a couple of hours. The heat from the sun will actually cause this stuff to go back to its natural positioning, okay? Once it does that, then what you want to do is line it up, push in a corner, push in your other corner, push in your other corner, and push in your other corner. Now from here, just basically start and every inch or so, push it back in, okay? Work your way around. And then if you look up here, I've got a nice even setup. Now, if I do this, okay, and you can do this, I wouldn't recommend it, taking my finger and pushing it this way, okay? Sometimes that goes nicely. Sometimes you actually can push it down and extend it. That means you got to take it back off and put it back down, okay? And then just like I said, every inch or so, push it down, okay? And it's back in, okay?
How would I know that I need to change out my gasket or I have a bad gasket on my refrigerator or freezer or whatever?
A lot of times, some of the older fridges, you'll see a lot of stretching over here, because this actually goes in and it gets pushed every time it goes in. It'll start to not look, this corner won't look like this corner. Or you may have, when it goes in, this may be so far in that you can actually see into it, okay? There are other ways of figuring it out, but basically, or you see a lot of cracking and you can actually see a magnet right there. This is actually going bad. It's not gonna get better, because every time you open it, that magnet's gonna wanna stay and it's gonna slowly start ripping this all the way up and basically damaging it. Is it necessary? Mostly yes, okay? Because what happens is, if your gasket is bad, you're going to pull hot air into your refrigerator, which means your temperature is going to be off, which means your refrigerator is going to work harder and is eventually going to damage your fridge in the long run. Is it going to do it overnight? No. But eventually overnight, it's going to shorten the lifespan of your fridge, okay? It's just look at it. Let's take a look at it, see if it's nice, see if it's clean. But it's going to be very obvious that it's damaged. It's not going to be you're not going to have to do that. It's going to be obvious, okay? So just take a look at it. If you think it's an issue, this is something you can do at home with no problems. Take your time. But like I said, lay it outside in the sun, let it heat up, and all those little wrinkles and warps will go away. It'll actually go back to the position it's supposed to be in, okay? It's a job you can do, so have fun. Subscribe and like this YouTube channel, and don't forget to get back for some more wonderful information. Have a good day.